Greetings and welcome to our student inductees, their families, and to our faculty. Thank you for watching the 2020 induction ceremony of the St. Michael's College chapter of Sigma Beta Delta, an international honor society that recognizes outstanding academic scholarship and achievement for students in business, management, and administration. This is our 17th annual induction ceremony. Our first induction was held in 2004, which was also the 100th anniversary of the college. I'm Dr. Karen Popovich, Department Chairperson of Business Administration and Accounting. While we wish we were in person to celebrate this milestone with you, we do hope you will enjoy watching the following video. We begin by welcoming Father Michael Carter, class of 2012, from the Society of St. Edmund for today's invocation. This is followed by opening remarks from Dr. Tara Natarajan, Dean of the Faculty and Professor of Economics.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the ceremony. My name is Father Michael Carter of the Society of St. Edmund, and it has been my privilege for the past several years, I believe this is my 4th year now, to be the one who offers the invocation on the events of the Induction to Sigma Beta Delta, the Honor Society for Students in Business, Management, and Administration. So congratulations to everybody who is being inducted. Sorry that I'm not there to be with you all in person, but as everybody in the world of business knows, one must be flexible and adaptable to the situations and circumstances that you are faced with. So view this perhaps as your final lesson as you go off into the world of business. I hope that everybody's doing well and staying safe, and that sometime soon everybody can get together and celebrate properly. But until that moment arrives, we're all doing this sort of virtually interconnected, and I would like to offer a prayer in that spirit on behalf of your induction in congratulations of your achievements. Gracious God, we ask your blessing upon these young women and men whom we honor today for their achievements. We celebrate their capacity for creativity, for critical thinking, for focused effort. We are grateful that they and their families entrusted St. Michael's College and specifically the faculty and staff to engage them intellectually, morally, and spiritually. Thank you for their confidence to discover and explore new possibilities and knowledge to discern what is right and good and just. Enable them to draw upon the wisdom and experience of yesterday as they respond to the questions and concerns of tomorrow. Support our honored student leaders as they continue to make a difference in the world and lead a life for the greater good. We ask this in your name. Amen. Congratulations, everybody.
Hello, everybody. My name is Tara Natarajan, and I'm Dean of Faculty and Professor of Economics at St. Michael's College. On behalf of staff, faculty, and administration at St. Michael's College, I am delighted and honored to convey my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you at your induction ceremony into Sigma Beta Delta. Let us celebrate together your achievements today as outstanding students in business administration and accounting by inducting you into this International Honor Society. You have navigated the highs and lows of your education through perseverance. Your own inspiration, investment, and conscientious work have also been shaped and influenced through the years by relationships, most vitally that of your family, friends, and teachers. So how tremendously fitting that as you uphold the principles of Sigma, Beta, Delta, you will pursue wisdom, you will accept honor, and you will aspire to fulfill worthy goals. You have pursued your studies in business and accounting in a liberal arts college. So as you step into this vast world, especially during these uncertain times, you should know that you're better prepared because the liberal arts helps make sense of reality, of which our internal and external selves are part. Always walk together with others intentionally, and persevere positively. Let this achievement of excellence be the beginning as you embark into a world full of opportunities and challenges. My heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you on this well deserved honor. Congratulations.
Thank you, Father Michael and Dean Natarajan. Presiding over today's ceremony is our Sigma Beta Delta Chapter President, Dr. Alaba Apesan, and Professor Stephen Doyon, our Chapter Secretary, Treasurer, and Cherished Advisor. A number of faculty from Business Administration and Accounting will also make a guest appearance in today's presentation. Students, we truly appreciate all that you have done to bring you to this special day of recognition. We are proud of your academic accomplishments, your commitment to service, and your activities both on and off campus, as well as your success in internships and study abroad experiences. You have pushed boundaries with double majors within business and accounting, but also economics, music, French, psychology, and global studies. You have expanded your passion by studying minors such as religious studies, philosophy, peace and justice, economics, and psychology. Many of you were or will also be inducted into other departmental honor societies, including Chi Alpha Sigma, Delta Epsilon Sigma, Omicron Theta Epsilon, and yet to come are the athletic and the student awards. It has been an honor to be a part of your education at St. Michael's College. I look forward to the day that we meet again.
Hello, inductees. It is a pleasure to have the opportunity during this trying time to recognize and congratulate you on your achievement. Although we cannot gather to celebrate your success and induction into Sigma, Beta, Delta Honor Society, the silver lining is that you will have this video recording. We are so proud of your outstanding academic performance at St. Michael's College. This is a testament that your hard work and perseverance has paid off, and we hope you will continue on this path into the future. As you continue on your path to greatness, be fair and kind to everyone and anyone. Be prepared for the challenges ahead. Remember, tough times don't last, but tough people do. Be positive in your thinking and surround yourself with positive thinkers. If opportunity does not come, go look for it. Never stop trying, no matter how many times you fail. I'll share a quote from Napoleon Hill that states, most great people have attained their greatest success just one step beyond their greatest failure. I wish you the best in the next chapter of your future.
Hi, this is Professor Robert Latofsky of the Department of Business Administration and Accounting. I wanted to join with my colleagues in the department in wishing each of you a hearty congratulations on your induction into Sigma Beta Delta. I realize that the current pandemic has upended a lot of plans related to graduation and recognition of our students, and that includes, of course, the ceremony for induction into Sigma Beta Delta. And though we're trying to recreate at least the spirit of that ceremony virtually, I realize that for many of you, there's a bit of disappointment at the way the overall semester has ended. That said, I think that for each of you, the important takeaway with respect to your induction into Sigma Beta Delta is to remember that, like any other academic honor society, this is not recognition of a one-time achievement. Rather, it's a reflection of your persistence, your focus, and your dedication to your academic careers and to the kind of person you aspire to be upon graduation, both in terms of you as a community member, as an employee, and as a family member. So I think you should be very proud of yourself, because this is recognition of a sustained effort and not just, as I said, a one-time exam grade or a one-time project. That said, I'm confident that each one of you is going to be able to find a place in an organization of some kind going forward where you'll be able to make a real contribution. I think that the traits that you've exhibited over the last several years in your careers here at St. Michael's, and particularly the focus, the determination, and the persistence will serve you really well. So again, congratulations to each of the inductees into this year's Sigma Beta Delta.
Congratulations to all of you 2020 Sigma Beta Delta Award recipients. I've had the pleasure of having many of you in class, and I know how hard you work to earn this recognition in addition to earning your undergraduate degree. You and your loved ones should be very proud. Best of luck in all of your future endeavors. I look forward to hearing about your accomplishments as you leave St. Michael's and continue to do well and do good.
Hi, Professor Tom here. I want to leave a message of very heartfelt congratulations to our newly inducted Sigma Beta Delta members. Each year at this time of year, I should say, I never cease to be impressed and inspired, but by no means surprised by the caliber of our students inducted into Sigma Beta Delta. Not only because of your exceptional academic achievements and exceeding our expectations as a department around those, but for the exceptional citizens and the best of the best, the ideal representatives of what it means to be part of the St. Mike's community as a student overall. So I'm really thrilled for each one of you. Congratulations on this milestone. Be sure to take the opportunity to savor it and enjoy it and celebrate with family, friends, and loved ones. And thank you very much for making my teaching vocation as enjoyable and as rewarding as it is. It's in no small part due to the opportunity to have students like you make your way through our department and accomplish tasks and feats and milestones like you have today. Again, heartfelt congratulations. No, you're deeply missed. Sorry to not see you in person, but at some point down the road, maybe we'll have the opportunity to do so. Thanks again, and congratulations again.
Congratulations on this Sigma Beta Delta recognition. Our faculty and your St. Michael's family join your families at home in honoring your notable achievement. Our campus, classes, and community are better for your decision to select St. Michael's. We're proud of you, and we know you'll represent yourselves, your families, and St. Michael's well as you pursue new ventures. For me, the class of 2020 will remain a special group among our growing alumni family. For your resilience and positivity in managing these challenging times. And as yours is the first graduating class that I know includes sons or daughters of my own St. Michael's classmates, contributing to the learning shared in our classes. Best wishes always, please stay in touch, and we look forward to welcoming all of you home to St. Michael's and to celebrating your graduation and these important academic milestones in the future.
Thank you, faculty. We will now proceed with the induction of the newly elected members. Based on your academic achievements, you've been invited to membership in Sigma Beta Delta. We are honored to have you join the society that encourages and recognizes scholarship and accomplishment among students of business, management, and administration. In recognition of your academic achievement, you will receive, along with your St. Michael's diploma, the induction certificate, and an insignia pin of the society. This insignia provides a tangible symbols of the principles of wisdom, honor, and aspiration. Membership to Sigma Beta Delta encourages and promotes aspirations toward personal and professional improvement and a life distinguished by honorable service to humankind. The principles of Sigma Beta Delta are represented by three Greek words, the initials which form the name of our society, Sigma Beta Delta. Professor Doyon will explain what Sigma means to us, and Professor Apayson will explain Beta. I'll be back to explain Delta.
Sigma is the initial letter of the Greek word Sophia, which means wisdom. Wisdom is knowledge gained over time, analyzed and used with discernment. Wisdom is not merely information, but allows one to acknowledge information, consider its validity and relevance, and then incorporate into one's own life what is appropriate. The wise person realizes the importance of continual learning and accepts the challenge to do so and to gain a more complete understanding of new knowledge. Wisdom is knowledge applied. The wise person seeks to apply knowledge to benefit humankind. As a member of Sigma Beta Delta, I challenge you to pursue wisdom throughout your life.
I'll now explain what beta means to us. Beta is the initial letter of the Greek word bebeos, which signifies honor. Honor is a personal quality of the highest value. Honorable persons are held in esteem, considered to be trustworthy, and admired by others because they live a life that is worthy of such recognition. Honorable persons have chosen to live a life that is bounded by integrity and ethical decision-making, so that they may be free of the tyranny of dishonor. Honorable persons strive to do that which is right, even in the face of opposition. Honorable persons respect others and are willing to provide leadership to the benefit of humankind. As a member of Sigma Beta Delta, I challenge you to accept honor as a constant companion throughout your life.
Thank you, Professors Doyon and Apayson. And now the explanation of Delta. Delta is the initial letter of the Greek word dioko, which signifies the pursuit of meaningful aspirations. To aspire to worthy goals sets apart persons of accomplishment and those who merely mark time with their lives. Persons of wisdom and honor must adhere to a course to achieve their objectives, for goals without action are no more fulfilling than action without goals. To aspire towards the fulfillment of one's goals towards humankind and to develop personally and professionally will lead to a life of meaning and satisfaction. As a member of Sigma Beta Delta, I challenge you to aspire to goals that chart you on the path of wisdom and honor throughout your life. Professor Apayson will now lead us in the pledge, and then we will introduce the members of Sigma Beta Delta, class of 2020.
Inductees, we are now going to recite our pledge. You have heard the principles which members of Sigma Beta Delta support and strive to uphold: wisdom, honor, and aspirations. Do you accept these principles as your own? If so, say, I do. Please repeat after me a statement in which you formally accept the principles of Sigma Beta Delta. I will pause for you to repeat the pledge to yourself and those with you. I pledge myself to maintain and uphold the principles of Sigma Beta Delta, International Honor Society, in business, management, and administration. I will pursue wisdom. I will accept honor. I will aspire to fulfill worthy goals. As a member of this chapter of Sigma Beta Delta, I will accept my responsibility to support and encourage its purposes. I will continually seek to represent well my chapter, St. Michael's College, and my nation throughout my life.